But I say to Mr. Obama, with all due respect, Mr. Obama, you can go to the UN and try to make a Ahmadinejad or whatever his name is, adhere to civil rights and all the human rights, but black farmers are dying by the day.
There you go.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
Now.
Having meetings with the Senate doing. I knew that sounded right. They don't want that when I start out all those wires. I mean, you go out there with that. So let me get this. You're going to show you next few comments.
Hi.
Yeah, some more farmers.
Good morning. Hey, how are you?
Oh, I know. I see her all the time.
He says to come here. I'm going to go so I get
I am here today with Mr. Lawrence Lucas, who is president of the USDA Coalition of Minority Employees. And he's been a long-term activist fighting for the rights of black farmers. Mr. Lucas, explain to us the importance of this day.
The importance of this day is to bring national attention to the Congress and to the American people that you have a piece of legislation that the Senate has refused to pass that will give 80,000 black farmers a great degree of justice. These farmers were late filers. The Senate has passed the bill, and we have a gridlock in Washington of mostly Republicans who have decided to kill this bill or stall this bill to keep farmers, after so many years of the legacy of discrimination and abuse by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, bring this bill and bring some justice and pay these farmers. Many farmers have died while waiting for this, and if we don't get this bill passed, more farmers will die. So I think that all we're looking for is a bit of justice and a bit of dignity and respect for these farmers who've given so much to this country.
And how long has this struggle been going on between USDA and black farmers? Can you give us some history?
Well, I would say that this is a struggle that's been going on for decade after decade, president after president, secretary after secretary. And we have had nothing but the only president had done something to better this situation is that with the leadership of Clinton, President Clinton, and with the work that he did along with Secretary Glickman. Now, this issue has been going a long time. But when John Boyd, back in 1995, and many of the farmers throughout the South decided to take this issue on and fight and bring farmers into Washington and demand that respect and demand that these farmers be treated justly. Discrimination has been found by the D.J. Miller report. Discrimination has been found by the Crit and Pratt reports. Their own reports have clearly indicated that discrimination does exist, and the problem we have is that that discrimination exists not only for USDA, not only for farmers. It's going on now, and it's going on within the USDA against its employees. So we stand for not only for the farmers, but also for the employees of the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
I had talked to some of the leaders in the building, and I have said again, and I say again, and I want this to go all over the world. Joe Lennon himself, he doesn't have enough wisdom to run that office. Mr. Obama appointed him to run the office of civil rights, and he doesn't have enough wisdom. But I want to say to you all, that if they do pass this bill, it's been over there 8 times. Now, if they pass the bill that we hoping they pass, that the SOLs, we want to Robert Benyon want to ask, I got farmers who losing everything. From day one, I've been preaching everybody to be paid, and everybody hadn't been paid. I want y'all to know, there's nearly 100,000 Charlie Sherrods Everybody making a fuss over Shirley Sherrod. I got some Shirley Sherrods in Clanton, Alabama. Only thing that when I got the folks I got in Clanton, Alabama, I guess they don't think they're important. But I'm here today to tell you, and I'm going upstairs and I'm going to talk with some folks up there about seeing if they'll. I got 3 cases: 201, 206, and 208. Joe Leonard asked me the other day and says, I need something fresh. He don't want to hound the old cases. He wants you to go in the office now and get a complaint. But why we keep wasting the paper, folks?
That's right.
Let's finish this course.
That's right.
Let's finish the course and get it over with. If we don't finish the course, my grandson, who I left in Clanton, Alabama, he will not be able to say my granddaddy provided for me. I don't want that to be said in this day and time. I want it to be said one day when I get old, when we get through and everything is done. I want it to be said and we can sing the Negro hymn song, free at last, free at last. And even Dr. King said he wished that justice would run like water. But all these things are not happening. And I'm going to be on the forefront until I finish this case. And I want to say, I had a man from, is Mr. Rice here? Mr. Rice and Mr. Muhammad left. They gone. They go. They just left. They came all the way from Kansas and Oklahoma. I guess they thought we wasn't going to make it because we went up there. But I want you to know they came all the way from Kansas and Oklahoma to express their views about this case. This case is a sore, y'all. This is a sore. This case has been, they've been preaching they're going to pay us for the last 15 years. And they have not paid us yet. And I tell you today, I won't sleep until it's all over. I will not sleep until every black farmer, every person that's been discriminated. This wasn't just a black farmer's lawsuit. This was a discrimination lawsuit. It started out a discrimination lawsuit. It wasn't about had you farmed 1 row or 2 rows, had you owned the tractor, owned the mule. It was about had you went to the office and been discriminated. And yes, it was. And we're still having the same problem. We can go in that office and nothing happened. Until something happened, I will quit preaching to the choir. That's my son here, a young farmer. You got anything you want to say?
No, sir, I have no.
Okay. Is there another farmer here got a complaint, a grievance they want to speak about this morning? You got a grievance, sir?
No, I'm Solomon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Solomon, come on over, Solomon, come on. I'm glad you come on, Solomon. Yes, sir, come on. Assalamu alaikum, you sound like a Muslim. I can be a Muslim in one day and a Christian the next day. I love God all the time. You have anything?
I'm just here to support. When I found out about this case, I felt that I work at the University of Maryland. I'm an administrator and an adjunct professor there. And when I found out about the case, along with my comrade, Ren McGrew and Andrea Zamudio, we felt it was necessary for us to do something. And I have an independent media outlet because I know the corporate media has been ignoring this for far too long. The corporate media, we cannot allow the corporate media to dictate what issues that we decide to fight for because this has been pushed, as he said, for 15 years now. And so I had my brother here come on my radio show this past Sunday and spoke with passion, spoke with conviction, was articulate, had put all the facts together, and right now it's one of our best shows ever. And so we've galvanized a whole bunch of people to join with our comrades, because as Dr. King said, it doesn't matter if you don't own a farm, you don't live on a farm. Injustice anywhere, or an injustice anywhere, is a threat to justice everywhere.
And I want you to know, he's got that radio on the college, and he's tied in. Me and him is tied in, right. So we're gonna solve this problem. Definitely. I know we is. I don't have a doubt. Right. And with